Hey there, Dani K, coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is about it's not that hard to work out and eat proper. To show you and to prove, well, I guess I can't really prove it per se. But the thing is, if you're in the gym, you're eating healthy, you're doing like the right portion size, the right calories, the right proteins, the right fats, the right carbs. Yes, again, you need fats and you need carbs. Fat doesn't make you fat. You need good carbs, not bad carbs, and still the bad carbs in moderation. Tip inside of a tip. But back to working out. I mean, it's hard in the sense that it's discipline. But everybody watching this video right now has discipline of some sort. They're disciplined in getting their ass up and going to work. Why? Because they're getting monetarily paid, right? They're disciplined in getting up and getting their kids off to school. They're disciplined in, getting up and getting their kids to, soccer practice or, cheerleading practice or dance or whatever it might be. So you are disciplined. It's all on what you choose to be disciplined at. Definitely working out and eating healthy is something that you should definitely be disciplined in. And once it's there, it's not work. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're like, I'm even that way. Sometimes I don't feel like getting up and getting into the gym, but once it's done, it's like, wow, I can't believe, like, I feel so much better. I'm so glad it's done, and I do feel better. Just like waking up in the morning, we don't want to get up out of the cold bed to go to work. But what do? You get up, you take your shower, you brush your teeth, you drink your coffee, you get dressed, whatever, maybe not in those orders, and you go to work. So the pay in that is money, right? But also there's pay in working out. There's pay in eating healthy, and which brings me to, if you think that this is work, what about if you incur health issues, diabetes, heart conditions, things that, cancer. I mean, things that, some things can be prevented through, training and working out and proper nutrition. A lot of things can be prevented from that. Or if you were, like I said a couple of days ago with diabetes, you might be predisposed to that. That might just be a genetic thing. But, instead of being at this level of diabetes, you're at this level of diabetes. It's a little bit more controlled. If you think that this is work, how about sticking a needle, in you every single day? How about trying to, regulate your blood sugar every single day? And the list goes on and on of like different medical conditions that you would have to do day in and day out and keep track of and monitor. And for me, that is way too much work. I would much rather get up, spend an hour in the gym, and spend the rest of my day eating healthy, and doing my body good, that eventually it just doesn't, especially eating, if you learn the proper, the proper portions and the proper calories and protein grams and so forth, all that, it's just like second nature. It's just there because your belly understands portion, your eyes understand portion. And so it just becomes second nature. It's easy. The working out, that's, obviously that takes a little bit more energy. But I'm telling you, I'd much rather spend an hour in the gym than 24 hours regulating my blood sugar, regulating this, checking this, being on a heart thing, having to, keep my heart rate at a certain level, not being able to do this, not being able to do that. To me, that's too much work. And if you don't think that that's too much work, then go find somebody that has to do that every single day and ask them if they could, turn back the hands of time and, prevent this stuff, if they could have prevented that, like again, some people are born certain ways that certain things are not preventable. But I'm talking about those things that, people just let themselves go and then got into this situation where now they have to monitor and they have to do this and they have to do that and they have to, keep, a candy bar on them. I know everybody would love to have a candy bar once in a while. But no, I'm being serious, you know. I mean, you have to have, you know, sugar on you. You have to, you know, make sure that this, make sure that, make sure your blood sugar doesn't go down, make sure it doesn't go up, you know. So that is too much work. So you find somebody that has to do that on a regular basis every single day and ask them if they know now what, you know, if they knew then what they know now, what would they do? Would they get in the gym and work out for an hour and, you know, eat as clean and good as they possibly can? Or would they stick to this lifestyle where they have to stick a needle in themselves every single day, or have a pump on them and regulate that and keep track of that and keep control of that? And then that actually limits, you know, your food intake a lot of times, you know, of things that you like to enjoy. You know, for me, I could have a cheat day every single day. I'm not saying that a cheat day, every single week, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that that's, you know, something that every single person should do. Maybe a cheat day every month, maybe, you know, a cheat food, you know, once or twice a month or something like that, depending on your goals and depending on, you know, certain other things that, you know, I would get into, you know, doing a meal plan with you. But, you know, I mean, ask that person. This is so much easier than having to go through a life of that, you know, and well, nope, that's got sugar in it, I can't have that, or I have to adjust my pump, or, you know, or I have to, you know, give myself, you know, a shot before I can have, you know, a plate of pasta. You know, me personally, that's way too much work. I'd much rather eat my plate of pasta on my cheat day, you know, and work out for just 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day is so much less work than, you know, tracking all this other, you know, crap of, you know, the insulin and needles and, you know, and all that stuff. I mean, ask anybody that has to do that, and I guarantee you that they will say that they'd much rather have just worked out for an hour a day and watched what they ate so that they didn't have to do all this stuff. And then, you know, certain foods they can never have. Me, I can have anything I want on my cheat day, but, you know, I'm not limited to, you know, I can't have that because of my health condition, I can't have that because of this, I can't have that because of that. Nope, I can have anything I want because I'm healthy, you know, and I stick to my meal plan, you know, 5-6 days a week, and, you know, my Saturday is my cheat day, and I work out 5 days a week, and I kill it at the gym. I get it done in an hour. So that's my tip for you guys. If you think that working out for an hour is too much work and you can't fit it in, find out if you can fit in, you know, shooting, you know, needles in you for regulating your insulin and keeping a pump on you and having to go back and forth to doctors and all that stuff. And, you know, see and or write out a list of pros and cons. Talk to somebody that's doing it, you know, on the unhealthy, you know, with the needles and the pump and the doctor appointments and stuff like that. Find out their daily activity and routine, and find out a healthy person's, you know, routine, and see which one does less work, or see what you would much rather do. I definitely would not want to have to deal with, you know, regulating all this other stuff if I don't have to. I mean, God forbid I never get to that point, you know, but as long as I stay healthy and eating right, you know, as far as I know, none of that stuff's in my family. I do have cancer in my family, unfortunately. So, but my eating healthy and my working out, you know, trying to keep my pH levels balanced, my acidity levels balanced, you know, all of these things are cancer preventive maintenance. So, you know, that's so much less work than having to go through all this other stuff that those people do. And if you don't know, ask somebody and find out, and then make your decision. And I'm telling you, 1 hour in the gym is so much less work than having to deal with all those other health issues. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated, and get in the gym, do some workout, eat healthy. I'm watching you.